another channel. We connect again. Lolly Lolly, hang on, honey. We're going to connect again on the YouTube channel. And I am going to raise the camera up just a smidge. I'm sorry. Give me just a second. It's hard to know until you're live on YouTube because you're not able to actually see where you are until you go live. So I apologize. The camera wasn't quite ready. So I'm going to start a new canvas, but guess what else we're going to do, you guys? We're going to finger paint in kind of an impressionistic style is what I'm hoping for. I am going to start a new piece of furniture, but I'm not going to start it until Sunday, okay? And so tonight I'm actually going to start another background. Bring that down just a little bit. Hi guys, there's everybody. I'm so thrilled you're here. I am streaming on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram at the same time. Thanks for giving me a few extra minutes tonight. I needed to interview the beautiful Carrie Johnston tonight, and I'm going to work on this sunset a second and let that kind of set up. I want some of that yellow to come down. I did the background with DIY paint, and Michelle said, "Hey, more Matt."
Sup?
He is here. He was just waiting on me to get set up. I have a few things that I do want to read to you all as we get started on our painting. I have so many nominations on who's going to win Peace Be Still. You guys loaded me up with like 95 nominations so far. The voting, we'll be accepting nominations until Saturday at 5 o'clock. Okay. And then we will, on Sunday, we will announce the finalists, and then you can start voting when I send out the email. You can select who will be winning Peace Be Still. So I'm so grateful for you all. It's so exciting. I'm not even lying. Some of these have brought me to such tears on all of the people that are so deserving, and it's not like anybody isn't more deserving than somebody else. And so I think that's the struggle that I'm having. I wanted it to be easy, and it's just not, because there's amazing people, and you guys are throwing all of these wonderful, amazing people at me. Hi, Mal. And I also have something very special here tonight that I'm going to read from Miss Suzanne, who we shipped the piece of furniture to. And I say we as in all of us. We did this together. We painted it together and we shipped it together because you guys donated the funds to ship it to her, and just warmed our hearts. And so Miss Suzanne wrote me a thank you, and she told me that I could read it, okay, to all of us. So hold on for that. It's really good. And then I have some nominees. I just randomly grabbed them, okay? I just literally randomly grabbed them. But I knew that I had Renee's right on top. And so Renee, if it's all right, I'd like to read yours if that's okay. But let's get started. Okay, I want to do another tree line. Anybody? I want to try a tree line over here on this side and then just kind of have it fade out. All right, so this is one that I actually painted with DIY paint in the Bohemian Blue and some mint chip. I did some of the yellow, and then I tilted it on its side yesterday, and I added Cowgirl Coral here. And I just brushed it on a little bit, and then I sprayed it and let that Cowgirl Coral kind of drip. So it gave it just like a warm, like almost if there were clouds. I wish I could remember what kind of clouds. But anyway.
Cumulus nimbus.
Nimbus? No, like the kind that's feathery.
Stratus.
Thank you, Mr. Science. Thank you.
I'm a walking encyclopedia over here.
Are you though?
Not really.
I didn't think so.
Irma Rosales says, "Hola, Matt and Dionne.
Hello.
Buenas tardes."
Hello, hello, hello. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm going to start with a tree line kind of right here. I really loved the way the last one came out, and you will, Renee, and I apologize, but I will read it. Thank you for allowing me to. I really loved the way that Peace Be Still turned out. I, of course, don't want to duplicate that look, but the background colors are the same. So we'll change up some flowers, we'll change up the placement, the size of the painting is different, but I really loved the way that turned out, and I think I just kind of want to try something a little bit similar. Matt Wood's the science guy. Boom, Lisa. Whew, he's full of it. Okay, Woods. I'm going to start with Monet's Garden instead of Bohemian Blue, which is what I started the tree line. I thought I want it to be just a little bit different. These yellow drips, I don't really want to sit there. I want to get them moving and get them going down.
Is this the part of the process where they're moving and shaking?
This is when I want the color to stop moving and shaking, okay? The donations have come in and we will be shipping Peace Be Still to somebody that you guys choose and that you guys nominate. We're going to continue to pass this on and spread the joy and spread the love. I was talking to Debbie Beard and she wants to create something in relation to what we are doing and continue and create a hashtag spread love, and we are wanting you guys to put together something similar, even if it's just a compliment. Record yourself and get that hashtag going where if someone needs a pick me up, you guys, we can go to Instagram, we can put that hashtag in, and all day long we're going to scroll through and see people doing nice things for each other and spreading love. And so we want to find a way to house those together, right there together, where everybody can do the same thing, but on their own level and on their own scale, okay? So we're working on doing that. I'm working with Miss Debbie Beard of DIY Paint, and we're going to give more details of that as we narrow it down. Doesn't that sound like a fun idea, Woods?
I'm all in.
We like to spread love, don't we?
Yeah.
So it's the turquoiseiris.com/spread love if you want to nominate somebody. So I'm creating just a little bit of a shadow tree line, just like we did with the other one. But I'm only going to put the tree line over here. I want you to imagine the sun going back behind the tree line. I think that's what I want to do. I'm not looking at a picture. I'm just kind of coming up with this in my mind. But I do want to read to you what Suzanne told you all and what thank you share community. So I'm going to share this thank you with you all as well. All right, so let's fade it out just a little bit here. And this is Monet's garden. We're going to layer some colors on here.
It looks like a lake.
And that may end up being what it is. Maybe we won't do flowers, guys. Maybe we're going to do a lake.
Let's do some catfish. Maybe a turtle. Maybe like a snapping turtle.
You want me to draw a catfish?
Yeah, catfish. It's kind of like a koi fish, but
But is that really my style, Woods?
well, I mean, no, but it'd be fun. Cindy Groom said the clouds are definitely cirrus clouds.
Yeah. All right. So let me let that set up and sneeze.
Bless you.
Have I ever done that on a live?
I don't think so.
I've no.
That's actually quite embarrassing.
I've never sneezed on a live.
It's quite
It's
embarrassing.
fantastic. Okay, so Suzanne and her son Danny were nominated for the piece of furniture, and they received, just within 4 or 5 days, they received saltwater taffy. And thank you, Heather Watson. She couldn't send me a thank you. She said a proper thank you, even though I didn't need one. None of us needed one, did we, guys? That's not why we were doing it. Until she said she could stop crying and she could put together her words. So let me
rag.
probably. Okay, this is the last one, guys. Hang on. I thought I had this in order. Okay, here we go. I might have this out of order. So Suzanne and her son, Danny, were nominated by Mr. Gavin, who's an 11-year-old who is on here all the time. Thank you, Alice, on YouTube. He was nominated, and he nominated someone else, and she actually won. And this is the thank you that goes to all of you as well. We're going to let that set up, and I'm going to read this for a minute. She says, I'm so sorry I haven't got back to you after Mr. James dropped off this work of art to me. I am in awe. Your hands are literally made of gold. Your talent and artistry go above and beyond, and I'm in love with this beauty. Specifically, your added masterful art techniques that turned a nightstand into a masterpiece. She says, Danny loves it too. He looks and looks at it. He sees the shiny parts, and that attracts him to it even more. I can't even believe how blessed I am to actually have this. I've never owned anything so perfect in all of my 57 years. I seriously am in love. I want to do a room I want to do a room that, sorry guys. I'm wondering if I didn't print off the right thing. This is embarrassing. Okay, well, I skipped off something. No, that's not it. Okay. Every time I walk by and see my masterpiece, everything is okay again. I think it has magical powers. May I add that Mr. James is such a lovely, lovely person. He truly is. I was honored to meet him. He did take the dresser that I asked him to. He agreed to deliver to California. This dresser is going to two men who saved my life, and it's hard to pay that back even though they don't expect it. They helped me understand how to take care of the swelling of Danny's brain. Dionne, I don't have the proper words for you. I promise you, I think of you multiple times a day, and this has seriously uplifted me in so many ways. I honestly was so upset with the loss of my dreams of ever having a shop or doing videos or doing anything that I aspired to for years. All I know is that I was put here to care for my son 24/7, and through that I have to try and do what I have to do with the chemo that I am getting and to continue to care for him. This gift has somehow made things a little lighter, a little more brighter, and every day is a reminder to me that I feel so loved. I truly don't have the right words or even close to trying to convey the correct emotion that I want to say, but I continue day by day, and I smile every single time I see my new beauty. I love you dearly. All my love, Suzanne and Danny. P.S. I'm extremely late as I was trying to get these seizures under control. We had a little hospital visit, and we got some help with that, so I adore you. So if you were wondering a little bit more about Suzanne, maybe you voted for Suzanne and Danny, that's where the piece went to, okay? So
you guys did good.
You guys did really well, and thank you for voting and just participating, and she gets to know that it wasn't just Matt and I picking her. You actually said, this is who we want to have this piece. So y'all are spectacular. All right, so I'm gonna start here a little bit more on the trees, and then I wanna read some of the new ones that have come in. And I looked at Matt the other day and I said, I can't do this. I have to give every one of these people something. I have to, I cannot choose. This is too hard. It's just so hard.
But it's worth it.
It's worth it, and I love seeing you guys thinking about somebody that you could gift, or somebody in your, maybe you don't even know them, but spreading that love and spreading the joy. I can't think of a better thing that we should be doing right now, and I'm not preaching to you. I just am so glad that you want to be a part of it. That's all I'm saying. I'm just glad you want to be a part of it and that you're on here listening.
Meeting new friends.
Yeah. Isn't that the truth?
We'll get lots of folks on here tonight.
Hey guys, how are you?
Got Alice is in the house.
Hey.
Lolly, Lisa Dixon, Cheryl Atkins,
Hey.
Carrie G, Val's in the house. Karen Brown, Kelly McNabb.
Hey everybody. Thanks for hanging out and listening. If you're just popping on and you're not familiar with why I was reading or what it is I'm doing, I hope that you will stick around a little bit and maybe learn a little bit more about what we do. This is more than just a paint show.
Yeah, Abby said that.
Yep, I heard Abby. She said, "Rrr." So right now I'm finger painting, and I'm doing it for a reason. DIY paint is just no VOCs, there's nothing harmful in it. You can get it on my website. It's my favorite paint to use, and I can just put it all over my body and it doesn't hurt anything. But I love actually to blend the colors and see what I can make, see what kind of textures I can make, and then if I don't like it, the beautiful thing is it's a clay based. You can zap it with a little bit of water. Zap it.
Well, I thought that was the moving and shaking part. Is
Well,
it
you know
zapping?
what? I make golden ticket and copper. I do that, and then I say, and now we're moving into shaking, because we get that glitter start running and dripping and stuff.
Jacqueline
Hi, Jacqueline.
Arvosky, I hope I said that right. Did you decide if you're ever going to have a course on finger painting?
I think that I will. It's hard for me to believe that enough of you will want to do it. I don't know why, but and I'll be honest with you. There is a part of me that's like, can I do this? Like, there just is. There's a part of me that thinks, can I actually show them how to do this? And am I good enough to actually teach them? So I'm working through it. I'm working on it. And I would say yeah, because I've been just jumping in and just figuring things out. So I will say yeah, I'll probably will do it.
And it's just fun. That's what Susan said. She goes, finger painting is fun.
Susie, it is. Look at you, girl. It is. All right, so let that next layer set up there for a minute. I'm going to have a little bit more of my yellow sky dripping down right here over the water, or whatever we're going to do here. All right. Okay, so we've had 95 new entries. If you've nominated somebody, those entries still are qualified. This is Renee Smith, and thank you, Gail, thank you, Llewellyn, thank you everybody on YouTube for the thumbs up as well, and on Instagram, I see you. Renee Smith says she would like to nominate her parents. They've been married for 52 years today, and we don't know if my dad will live through it. We don't know if my mom will get to even see him, hold his hand, or kiss his cheek. Mom came to painting late, having believed she couldn't do it. Now she tries every method she can find. This painting would be so inspiring and healing for her. More about them on my Facebook post. So on my post that I made the other day, Renee actually wrote more information about her parents and why she chose to nominate them. And I just think it's sweet. And so, Renee, I'm just checking on you and your dad. Because I don't know the update. This was from a few days ago. So our thoughts and love are with you, Renee. Beth Clark would like to nominate Lorraine. I would like to nominate my best friend. She goes above and beyond the word friendship to everyone she meets. When I have yard work to do, she comes with her own rake and leaves with blisters on her hands. Now that's a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
Taking blisters for the team. If she sees an elderly neighbor struggling to mow their yard, she rushes over to help. She runs a business with her handicapped husband while caring for his kidney disease. She puts others first always. She's my hero, and the world is better because she's in it. Thank you. So that was Beth nominating her best friend, Lorraine.
Renee Smith, he passed that meter.
What'd she say?
He passed
He passed away?
that day.
So, thank you, Renee, and I'm sorry. We are there for you. Thank you for sharing.
Big virtual hugs.
Big virtual hugs from all of us on here tonight, Renee, honey. Big virtual hugs. It doesn't matter what age we are or what age they are. Let's read a couple more while this is setting up, okay? Oh gosh, I'm gonna end up with a headache. You know the kind of headache on their anniversary. So he passed away on their anniversary. Renee, I'm so glad that you had those special parents. They were married 52 years. What an absolute wonderful set of parents that you had. So much love to you. Dana would like to nominate Joanne. My mom is so deserving of this painting. She's a huge fan of you and really looks up to your work. She's an artist herself and works tirelessly to put smiles on people's faces through her art. You have even inspired her to start her own art shop. I think her winning this would be the little boost of confidence and validation that she needs. Thank you. Thank you, Dana. Tanette would like to nominate Connie. Connie is such a good person. She lost a son 4 years ago and then had to take care of her mom 3 years ago until her death. While doing that, she lost her job and then her home. She could only find temporary work to get by. She has started to come out of this dark period of her life and has a good full-time job with benefits. She smiles again. I think this painting would be something to see every day to uplift a spirit. Thank you for the opportunity to share her story. Tanette, thank you for sharing your story about your friend Connie. You guys, I'm gonna put these down. It's that when you get that tenseness in your jaw and the headache, is because you're trying not to cry. And it's sadness, but it's more so moving that you guys are all thinking of someone, that you want to do something kind for, and that it's just wonderful. Okay. All right, so let's start getting in some other colors down here, shall we?
Man, you know what you need?
Tell me.
You need that spinning thing that I made you.
You think so?
I think so. I think this would be a good little...
I think this would be a good one to have the spinner, and where I can just go, and it go...
Yeah, I made a few modifications.
Did you?
I did.
Well,
super excited for you to try it out, but I don't want to pressure you.
Well, you want me to try it right now, or you want me to try it next time?
Just whenever you feel like it. No pressure. But I've been waiting on you to try it for the past 3 months now.
Oh my goodness, Matthew!
It's just kind of collecting dust, but that's okay. I'm not gonna harp on it or get my feelings hurt or anything. So.
Oh my word, it's kind of making me feel bad, you guys.
Got a good crowd on tonight, honey.
Awesome. I'm thrilled for that.
Cheryl, guess what? I did not make the bed today. I jumped out of bed at almost the crack of dawn.
You did not jump, but your alarm made me jump out of bed. Why was it so loud?
So it'll wake me up.
But doesn't need to be. I mean, I was like, oh, the alarm, why is it so loud?
Because that's what it needs to do. It needs to get you out of bed, not just...
I didn't need to get out of bed.
It doesn't need to be like real soft music. It needs to be, get up.
I didn't need to get, well, it was that's for sure.
Anyway, Cheryl, I didn't really jump out of bed. I was exaggerating a bit, but I did slowly slide out of bed. And I was out and about, and Dionne I kissed her goodbye, and she was.
I went back to sleep.
Yeah, she was slobbering on her pillow when I left.
So true.
So Dionne had to make it today.
So this is cherry picked, you guys. Bohemian Blue, Mint Chip, Liquid Sunshine, and then I have that Cowgirl Coral in there that I dripped and let it run. I turned the painting on its side. And we're working on another tree line. I loved the painting that we did together so much. This one is incredible too. I love these new ones. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. Thank you. Man, I go into...
Oh, no.
What?
Kathy Cooper. The last time I didn't make my bed was 9/11. Yep, that 9/11. I have a phobia now and make my bed every single day. I think that's, of all the phobias you can have, that's a pretty good one.
Well...
Making the bed every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a superstition with a lot of like athletes. It seems to be a big thing with baseball players, even though I think it's a lot with all athletes. It took him a long time to break some of those superstitions.
We got Mary on here. She's a little bit late. Wants to know how everybody's doing.
Mary, I hope you'll go back and watch from the beginning. We read the thank you from Suzanne, who received saltwater taffy, the piece of furniture that we donated, that you guys selected and voted for. She sent her thank you, and then I read a few more nominations that have come in while we've been kind of working on this new finger painting.
Sharon Asher says, I never leave my room without making my bed. That way I accomplish at least one thing.
What a girl, right?
It's a good, positive way to look at it.
Check
It's
one
such
thing.
a simple task, right? But it's exhausting to do for some reason.
It's not. It's not.
Well, it's
exhausting.
not like the number one thing on your list to do right when you get up.
I usually got to go to the restroom.
Yeah, I mean, me too.
And then I'm ready to eat. I'm a big breakfast eater. That's what I've got to do next.
I usually have to, go to the bathroom, get a drink of water, at least, get my work clothes on for the day, and then I'll come back in. That's kind of my routine.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put some color on here for now, you all, and just let us pretend this is more like a field. It started to look like a pond, but I don't necessarily wanted it to be, I didn't really want it to be water, just because that would be over quicker. And I want to add in some flowers and lots of textures and things like that. So,
Michelle Rapogle,
hi, Michelle.
are you saying you don't make your bed, Michelle?
Is that what she's saying?
She says she hates making her bed.
Well, she might make it. She just doesn't like to do it.
It's Janet from Another Planet. She says, I end up sideways in the bed when my husband leaves in the morning. She says she does not. Michelle. Oh. That's okay. There's worse things.
Oh, it's not for everybody.
Lolly
Okay,
Lolly
my mom
says-
would not let me go to school.
Yeah.
She wouldn't let me go to school until my bed was made. I just want you to know. And I wanted to go to school. So, I just want you to understand that. I got into the habit of making my bed because mom would not let me go to school. And I did not, I would have FOMO. There was no way I was going to not go to school. So, that's the story there.
Sherry Lamb would like to know what the deal is with the paint spray. So cool.
The paint spray. The water?
Well, yeah, tell her about it.
This is water, and it works really well with chalk paints or mineral paints. This is DIY clay-based paint. The water helps it blend and just makes it easier. It keeps it wet, keeps it working because it dries really quickly. It's very porous with it being clay, so the water evaporates really quickly. That's kind of an explanation. Now I have watered down paint. This is Liquid Sunshine, and I can kind of spray it like this, and it's a very thin coat of color. And I do this on my furniture, and I enjoy doing it on my canvases as well. I'm highlighting the tops of the trees this time as if there were a little bit more sun coming down over here and shining, casting like a little bit of glow onto the line of trees. So I actually have, is this aviary? No, this is Fancy Farm Girl, and I'm only putting it on the left side of these trees over here. What do you think, Matthew Woods?
I was just thinking about, I forgot.
Attaboy.
Yeah, I'm over here
Attaboy.
reading and thinking, and I don't multitask very well.
We know, honey, we know.
So I get confused a lot. Sorry about that. I did have actually a pretty good thought in my head, a story actually.
It's
I
gone.
can't remember. Had something to do with the bed. And I'm not sure exactly what story I was going to tell.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is a little bit a close-up of what the water does to the paint. It creates kind of like an organic look that feels very natural. And I am calling this kind of an impressionistic type because, you know, it's abstract, but you can clearly tell, and I really think you can tell, this is a tree line. And we've got some colors here, so this is obviously where I'm going to be working and building in some color, adding in a few more details here. I might even add in a little detail on the sky, but I think because there's so much turmoil going on, all I can think about is peace and what is going to be calming. And for me, I feel like this right here is the exact, this is peaceful to me. It's peaceful to paint it, but it's actually, I can visualize being here. I don't know about you. Matt said in the last time that if he would take me to a picnic somewhere like this, and I would probably be going,
You would
the
last,
bugs,
you would
the
last
bugs.
about 5 minutes tops.
Oh, thank you, Carrie. Honey, I just started it, sweetie. Thank you so much.
5 minutes tops.
5 minutes tops, he says.
Them bugs be crawling and jumping on you, and you'd be eeking.
Eeking?
Yeah, eeking.
What is that?
That's not screaming.
Oh my
It's
goodness,
eeking.
Eeking.
Ee!
Oh my.
Nature is always peaceful. That's true, Gil. Melanie Thompson says, I am amazed how you just spray the water or paint in certain areas and then turn around and talk, turn back around and start painting, again without skipping a beat. That's been several years of doing lives. It's amazing what you learn and how comfortable you get when you do lives constantly. And you know, Dionne always challenges you guys to get online and try it, and the more you do it, the better you get. And Dionne's done it a lot.
It just becomes a habit. And so when I'm painting, I'm not thinking about painting. I'm actually thinking and listening about what I need to say next. Thank you for doing Firestarter. I have found that it just takes practice. It's with anything else. It just takes practice. And Lordy mercy, I've done thousands and thousands of live video. And so I've learned to find comfort in it. And frankly, I've learned to really enjoy it. And sometimes there's been a few times where I've actually thought some of my best work has come without me thinking. Just do it, talk to you all, keep going. And I would say that will probably be the case for everybody. The more you do it. 100 lives in 100 days, that's a lot. That's a lot of pressure. That's like go, go, go. And we will start that back up in October. I guarantee you, October, November, December, every day. Be ready, Woods. You have till October to brace yourself for that.
It's a way of life right now. I mean, I don't know any different.
That's so true. All right, we're gonna add just a couple more colors and then we'll take a break from this one today, you guys. Now we're gonna.
Sherry Tate says, water is peace.
Yeah, we're gonna start thinking about what flowers we want this little meadow to have. We did some daisy type flowers on the last one with some poppies. So let's be thinking about what flowers we want to add into this one.
Michelle says, I love the storm brewing over there. Looks like an Oklahoma tornado.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I can kind of see the thunderous clouds in the distance.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Doris Dowdy, she says, some of my best work was because I was covering a mistake.
Yeah. There's so much truth into
true.
that, and
That's so true, yeah.
I get it. There's so much truth into that right now. I get it. 100%.
Oh, wait a minute. You said we're doing another 100 lives in October?
Did that just register there with you, big
Well,
guy?
registered because I just read it because Carrie G was like, 100 lives in October? Better be ready, Matt. I'm like, what?
I do it every October. That's 2 years in a row, babe. We're going on our third year.
Has it
October,
been-
November,
has it?
December.
Really?
Every day in October, November, and December. We're here for it. We are here for it. It's how
I'm just telling you, you need to check with me before we make huge announcements.
you don't have to come on every day. I will. You don't have to. It's
Well, you'll
okay.
do it during the day a lot too, won't you?
You wish.
I have a busy October.
Do
October's
you?
busy for me.
Do
yeah,
you?
I've got lots of stuff to do.
There's no baseball, kiddo.
No baseball. No baseball. I just got a lot of stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta fix stuff. You know.
Fix stuff that's broken.
I gotta fix stuff, and then
I'm Michelle Sells. Love you.
I've got to clean the pool, right? Get it ready for winter. I've got to.
Nobody's listening to
I
you.
gotta mow the yard and stuff.
Nobody's listening to you.
I gotta fix the thingy. You know, that one thing that I gotta fix. So a lot of stuff to fix.
Abby is so noisy tonight.
Teaspoon says, this is so outside your box, Dionne.
Well, did you happen to see Peace Be Still, the one that I just did that we're going to donate?
I didn't.
Hey, Matthew, will you go? No, not you. Teaspoon.
Oh.
I wasn't sure if Teaspoon was on.
Teaspoon is on. Yeah, yes.
Matthew.
Yep, she just said that right there, so she's seen it.
She did see Peace Be Still? What are you saying? Go get the painting. Will you go get the painting?
Where is it?
It's on the wall, on the staging wall.
On the staging wall. Alright. I'm gonna recoup.
Come back prepared. Are you going to Waco? Lolly Lolly, he is not going to Waco. I don't believe so, at least. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. All right, so I'm gonna bring this in closer. I want you to see how the orange looks over the blue. And this is just, so far, finger painting, guys. We'll bring in some brushes, we'll bring in some details, and we'll add in some coats of color. You know, if you hadn't caught Peace Be Still that we did last time, it's already sealed and everything and photographed, but this is the one that will be going to the person that you guys nominate, and we will narrow it down, and we will, thank you, we will do 3 finalists. And I had so much joy in this, and I found it to be very peaceful looking as well. And I think I just need to go there. Like, as long as I'm feeling it and it's peaceful and it's what my heart needs, this is where we're going right now. So I cannot wait to find out who's gonna receive this. So it's 24 by 30.
24 by 30.
It's not an auctioneer.
I'm really good. I used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Thanks, you all. It reminds me of my mom's garden when I was a kid. Oh, Stacy, you're so lucky you had a garden like that. I love that.
Ooh, Lolly's going to McKinney in September.
Lolly.
I'm going to go to McKinney.
Are you coming?
If Lolly's going to be there.
Well, we have McKinney, Texas in September, and then we are going to Canton, Georgia in September. The tickets will be available on the 21st at 3 p.m. Central Time on Sunday the 21st, and we are going to M&M Mercantile in Canton, Georgia. And so those tickets will be available soon too. We also have a workshop and more. So if you are anywhere, Georgia, Texas, Oklahoma, there are places for you to come and hang out, and we can all learn from each other. Thank you, Bobby. What about your in-person class? That was what, yeah, that she read, we were on the same page there. You're gonna try to come to Georgia, Jasmine? Heck yes!
Do I get to go to Georgia? Oh no, I can't go to Georgia, can I?
Why can't you? You can go anywhere you want.
No, I gotta take care of the kids, and I gotta make dinner, and feed the dog, and take care of the pool.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I'm gonna read one last one before we sign off. Jan has nominated Samantha. Samantha has overcome so much, losing a child and years of drug addiction, and will be celebrating a year of sobriety in June.
Nice.
Hear, hear. I'm so proud of her. She's living on her own and struggling to support herself. Sometimes she gets down. Sam is looking to the Lord for strength and peace. I would love for her to be able to see your beautiful painting every day and be uplifted. Even the title is so perfect for her. As she rebuilds from the ashes, I would just love her to have beautiful reminders of peace. You guys, thanks for these. It's so heartwarming, and and even though they make me cry, they make me proud that I get to be a part of you all's lives, and that you share the people in your lives with us. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody take care and have a great night. Tonight's Wednesday, and we might be back tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, I really want to come back
Nobody's
tomorrow.
saying that unless you're gonna really come back.
Well, I can say it if I want. I might. I think I might. I think if the day goes the way it's supposed to, I'll be back here tomorrow at 8:30 Central Time for my favorite. It looks so good here in the screen. Like, It looks good.
No, it's getting there. Yeah. It's you got some more work to do.
There's
You got
something to be
some
said for
getting
this
there,
finger painting
yeah.
thing. I'm telling you, if you haven't tried it, you ought to. You guys signing off. Take care.
See ya.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody.